Hello, this is Saad Karim Lagari from CloudGen. We welcome you to another episode of AWS Fundamental Services. Today we will look into Amazon Web Service Simple Scalable Storage, which we usually call it S3. What is S3? S3 is used to store and retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. Amazon S3 is designed for 11 nines of durability and stores data for millions of applications for the companies all around the world. What are the benefits of S3? It is scalable. You can use whatever you want. It is cost effective. There are different storage types available which suits to your requirement. Unmatched security. S3 is all encrypted and it is easily managed data. What are the use cases of S3? It is used for the storage. It is used for the backup, for the big data analytics, for the disaster recovery. This disaster recovery either be from on premises to the cloud or your data center over the cloud, so you can create this disaster recovery on the cloud. Hybrid cloud, so you have the storage on over the on premises a data center and you want to keep its backup, or you want to have the storage of your on premises data center to the cloud, you can use it. And last but not the least is static web hosting. So we know that whenever we need to have any web hosting, we need to have a paid service for it. But by the use of Amazon S3, it is almost free of cost static web hosting for you. Okay, so we are at the AWS console. Here you can just write S3 and it will take you here. So first of all, in order to create your storage, you need to create a bucket. Bucket is sort of like a container where you put your storage. So I create a bucket. Before I just configure it, I just like to inform you that this storage is basically a region specific, right? So if I create it in North Virginia, US East 1, I cannot able to see it in Ohio region, right? So this is a very important thing to understand. So I keep the name my, and one important thing here to understand that this bucket name should be universal in this region because this is a web-based storage. So it will create a URL, and we know that no same URL can exist over the internet. So this bucket name, which will be the part of URL in this same region, has to be unique, right? Then we have an option where we can block the public access settings. By default, it is actually block all public access, so you cannot access this from the internet. So for the lab demo purpose, I unselect it so that I can access this storage from the internet. I need to confirm this acknowledgement. And then we have some other different options, bucket versioning, tags, and default. For this basic session, I am leaving it as default, but if you are interested to know all these options, we can you can register to our AWS course from the CloudGen website. I go and I just create a bucket. So that's it. With you can see with very few clicks, you are able to create your bucket. Now, if you go to the bucket, I want to put an object over there. So I go to upload, and here I can go to add files. So I put a PDF over there, and in the additional upload options, you can see different options over there. I just make it read for everyone so that anyone can access it over the internet. Just confirm the acknowledgement and I go and upload. Now you will see this is being uploading right now. Once it is being uploaded, it will let you know if there is any error or it's successful. So it's a successful. So I exit it. I go here, and if I just click it, I will see that there's a one URL that has been created. This is a URL uh, for my objects. So I just copy it and I just open it in the browser. So this is how you see we actually uploaded our first object over the storage. Uh, This is it. This is quite simple. If you are interested to know some more details of this storage, how it's being replicated, how you can, make security enabled over there, please go to our website and register for the full course. Thank you very much for now. We'll see you another session.